Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, United Talks community. Um, and we are going to be talking about the fixtures dropped this morning, so we're gonna be talking about that. Um, Hi Javid, how are you? Why are you saying bon appetit? Are you having breakfast? Where you are? I hope you can hear me because this was just thrown together real quick. Um, but Javid, have you seen the 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 fixtures yet? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Um, so the fixtures dropped at 9 a.m. this morning. That is at GMT. Javid, I'm waiting to make my official prediction. I'm just here to see look at it together with the community. Just look at it. Look at it over an overview. But just before the season starts, after the preseason, I I I wanna just before the season starts, I wanna make my official prediction as to what we're gonna do because right now it's too early. Yeah. Oh yeah, you saw it this morning. That's great. Yeah. Ah, eating you mean? Yeah. I'm just having a cup of tea right now. Nothing too fancy. Um, I've become more British as I go. As I go. Hold on 1 second. Anyway, I'm gonna share my screen and we will look at Manchester United's fixtures because um I feel like that's the only way we can look at it properly. Um, let's see. Hold on. Can you see? Can everyone see? So this is like what we are working with. So our first three, um, um, our first three fixtures: Arsenal home, Fulham away, and Burnley at home. Now, Arsenal really perfect, Javid. Thank you. Arsenal, Fulham, Burnley. Those are our first three before I think of August. Honestly, the last time we faced, let me start with Burnley. The last time we faced Burnley, yeah, we struggled. I won't lie. I remember that game. It was Johnny Evans scored an offside goal. I won't lie. The assist he gave Bruno was chef's kiss. That was the FA Cup. I feel like it was either the FA Cup or the Carabao Cup game, and we played them, and we struggled. We scored one goal. We could. I don't know why we. That game was horrible. Personally, I feel like it was horrible, but it was a one goal win. Fulham this season they beat us once in the FA Cup, and we beat them twice, home and away, both by one goal. Joshua Zirkzee did his thing and scored the one goal. The ironically, it was the first game of the season last season. In the last minute, and then Lisandro Martinez, his he scores the winning goal away at Fulham, which was Hoyland was horrible in that game. I just remember he was horrible in that game. We could have done so much better, but I don't know. And then um in September we have City away, Chelsea home, Brentford away. With the signing City has done so far, yeah, it could be a. I honestly think with the signings they've done, They might beat us, but this is FYI. I'm gonna repeat it again. This is just my overview, my first thoughts. After preseason, I can tell you that probably we could beat them. Javid, with Cunha and a better striker, August draw win-win. That's true. You see what I mean by waiting till after the preseason? Because my answers to this changes. Hi, Wajid. Might they're going to wrap us up in this? I'm trying to be positive. I legit am trying to be positive, and you're here going, oh my god. It's a difference if they beat us 5-0 and if they beat us 2-1 with effort, you know? Oh my god, that is possible. And it all depends if we get Yokeres or not, if we get Mbumo or not. I feel like he pronounces his name Mbumo, not Mbuemo. So I'm going to do it the way he pronounces it. Yeah, so I'm really trying to be positive here. October, Sunderland, Liverpool, Brighton. I know we're gonna try against Liverpool. We're gonna attempt. If anything, we could run away with one point against Liverpool. Sunderland is a win. I hope. Brighton. When was the last time we beat Brighton? Let's be honest. Lately, the past 2 years, we've struggled against them. Then November we have Forest, Spurs, Everton, Palace. Again, on this is not looking good. Wow. I'm actually, because on KG's channel I looked at the first 9 games. I didn't look further beyond that. Wow, I'm actually starting to sweat right now. Like, wow, November. Does anybody think we're actually going to win any games? Do you think Amorim is actually going to get fired? But do you know what? I'm not Raven. I can't see in the future, so I'm not going to. I'm gonna wish him the best. I really am going to wish him the best. Javid, do you think September is a draw win-win again? What we're drawing against City, beating Chelsea and Brentford? With Brentford, it always depends. It depends if we take Mbumo or not, because I this is all like I don't know, and hms and ahs. But then again, as I said, I'm going to keep on repeating myself on this particular point. This is just my first thought. Okay, it could be different in the next couple of minutes, in the next few months. Um, Javid, October, you said what? Win, draw, draw. Yeah, I would take that. I would take that. As long as we don't see a loss and we see more wins than draws. Hi, Riri. Hi, Riri. Hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We've had preseason totally undefeated and gone into the season and back to normal. I know, Wajid, but what I'm trying to say is I want to wait till closer in time. I don't want to just start making, because right now, if I start saying, "Oh, we're gonna win the first 10," let's say, for example, I say we're gonna win the next first 10 games, right? Right now, before any moves happen, it could be that in August the other teams lose players and we gain players. Now, for example, Java did say there's no Brentford doesn't have Thomas Frank, and Brumo is probably moving, right? So their season is hanging on a thread. They haven't up to now. We haven't heard anybody replacing Thomas Frank, so we don't know who. like what direction the so-called new manager is going to take them in. So it's like, what happens? And even for example, Spurs, we're playing them in November. Thomas Frank could take Spurs in a totally different direction to what Ange took them in, and we could play them and beat them. It's a whole lot of ifs, buts, maybes. I don't know. I I'd rather have closer to the time when I know at least like before the first game, at least we know maybe most teams have settled down and we know okay, this is at least 90% of their their squad is done. So we can probably guess. Javid, I can see you're going super positive. What? Are you Marcel 2.0 or 3.0? I mean, I love positivity, but man, I don't know. And with it's so funny that they put Leeds all the way in January, just after AFCON. Man, it's weird. Just after AFCON. And look at December. Oh my god, I skipped December. I was like, we have West Ham, Wolves, Bournemouth, Villa, Newcastle, and Wolves again. Oh, I feel like Wolves again. Wait a minute. We'll have Wolves again before we have Leeds. Our first game against Leeds. Does does that make any sense? Isn't Leeds a wait? Would we have played? I'm I feel like this is the second Wolves is an oversight. I really feel like I'm confused. You know what? I don't know whether they wanted us to play Leeds in this, but either way, you know what? I'm not even gonna complain about it. It doesn't make sense, but the Premier League don't make any sense. They always change it up anyway. They always end up changing it up anyway, closer to the time. And most of these games are also dependent on the FA Cup and Carabao Cup. Newcastle, Chelsea, Arsenal, Liverpool, and what's the fifth? The 15. They all have Champions League. So, November, December is going to be a crazy time for most of them. So they, I'm very sure most of these games will be pushed to February, March, and April. But let's look at May because it's the last. Wait, let's see what the comments are saying. That's true. Champions League, yeah, that's true. I'm not. I mean, it's too early to even predict on December. We're just looking at overview, so that's true. Wadjet says it's probably why we're playing Wolves that quickly. Hi, Joe. How are you? Welcome, welcome. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I mean, I like it to be interactive. And I know it's only 5 people, but it's more fun that way. You guys are the special ones. Oh my god, I shouldn't use that word. Special sounds weird. I'm moving on. I'm moving on. Javid, you're right. You and Wajid are right. Do you see these first 6 games in August and September? We have this man has to hit the ground running. I when I tell you he has to it's a win. And I don't care, these players do not deserve to be have criminal behavior. I mean, you see that we had standout players. we know Bruno is gonna do his job. Fine, he's gonna whine, he's gonna cry, he's gonna do all the craziness. Two, Ahmad, I trust he's going to do what he has to do. Xerxes better come. It's his second season, so he better come back and do what he has to do. I don't want to see Sancho or Shaw on that pitch. I don't give a shit. Now Shaw is allegedly injured again. I with all the off time he had, he should have been doing his licensing thing or trying to get think about his retirement package. You know what I mean? And get gone. Sancho, he should fix up and go. I was gonna say join the a different league, but I don't know. At this point, I don't even know if that's possible. Um, uh, who else? Malasia is gone because he's probably gonna stay in PSV. I don't know. We'll see. If not, then he'll probably get another loan for 6 months. Let's see how that works out. Anthony, Real Betis. Shout out to him. He looked great in La Liga. Maybe English EPL is not for everyone. Maybe I mean another loan. They need to decide what they're doing with Rashford. They really, really do. Oh my god, it's stressful. This is whole stressful, and I hate it. But anyway, it's crazy. Thanks, Riri. I know it will grow, but I kind of like the three that are in right now, or the four. Hi, Manch. How are you? Hello, hello, hello. Uh, guys? Who else is on? I'm currently going to open the the Man United website because I feel like I need to look at the the squad list. That way we can all just look at them because at this point, can everyone hear me? Because I feel like can you just put in the chat if you can hear me? Because I feel like my internet went out. Anyway, I'm currently opening the. Oh, thank you, Wajid. My internet is playing now. Anyway, I'm opening the players, the website. Stop screen. Present. Hi, Timo. How do you pronounce your name? Is it Tim O or Timo or Temu? Timo. Sorry, intrusive thoughts. I decided to think that. How do you pronounce your name, Temu? Timo. Javid. It's understandable. It's understandable. 22 points out of 30. I had 17 out of 27. So let me just say 20 out of 30. The first 10 games. I thought I said we were gonna, I think, lose about three of them or something like that. So that was my 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 yeah. My I know. Why did I? This is. I feel like I have to get another. I know. I I have to figure that out. Oh, thank you, Timo. I mean, I'm just reading what I see, you know. Yeah, so I get it because it I have a thing about names. Yeah, people have got in mind. Banj. So I'm not an Arsenal fan, and you know this, and I know you like to tease me about being an Arsenal fan, but it is what it is. That game, to be fair, the first week is going to be interesting because all across the board, because I feel like they mainly did it to what's it called, to drum up interest, you know. Last season we were the first game of the season versus Fulham home. I mean, on a Friday night. I feel like the first game of the season is going to be Liverpool versus Bournemouth, and that that is going to be. I'm going to be sad. I won't lie. I watch it because I'm partial to Bournemouth because of Semenyo. He's Ghanaian. Of course, I'm going to support my Ghanaian people, but I really feel like it's going to be an interesting game. It's really going to be an interesting game. Um, yeah, so pulled up our squad list for now. The goalkeepers, none of them. The only person, only one out of the goalkeepers, I think I'll leave. Maybe I'll tie Brian there. But the thing is, does he want to leave? Watch it. Stay focused. I'm trying. I'm trying. Oh my god. I do have to get diagnosed because this is yeah, I don't think it's ADHD, but it won't surprise me if I have other things. But that's besides the point. Stay focused. Anyway, stay focused. Defenders. Oh my god. Uh, let's talk about Martinez because I've heard about some people saying that he has to go because he is becoming injury prone. W- Do we? It's I don't remember where I heard this, but the person said that he might become a short, and I get what the person was trying to say. I really do get what the person was trying to say about that, but I actually don't. I hope not. I really do hope not, because people. He has had, this is his second major injury, and an ACL tear is bad. He had to have surgery and everything. He's been out since what, January, and I feel like he was supposed to come back next January, but we were seeing that he might come back in September. My thing is, I get it. You overpromise, or is it you overpromise and under whatever you whatever that saying is. You give him a year to get better, and he probably does it in 6 months. He has to take his time. Thankfully, we have one game a week, so if he comes on as a sub for 20 minutes at a time, or even during preseason, comes on for like 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 10 minutes, and works his way up to 30 minutes at a time. Maybe play him in the FA Cup for the first 45 and take him off, or play him in the Carabao Cup for the first 45, take him off. That kind of change and exchange. Yes, thank you. Overpromise and underdeliver. Thank you, really. That was the point I was trying to say. But you just short to like change it around. I feel like it'll work. But after this, if he gets injured again, depending on the injury, I will have to agree that he has to go. And I love him. Like, I really do love him. Like, I feel like he is Man United pedigree. but we do need a backup for it. Like we do need somebody to be a second or third option on that. No, Tom Heaton. Wow, people. Wow. Bye, Manj. Come back again. I have to do this more regularly, because I know consistency is key, and I'll do try and do more pre-records than post it because I realize it's crazy. Javid, let's see what you're saying. Ahmad Mount Heaven returned early in and fitter from injury. Hopefully, Leacher does the same. Yes, that's hopeful, and I really do hope that. But Mount, well, Mount had with Mount, it's something else, because he's a good player. It's just the injuries, man. The injuries. Heaven, Heaven. I would give him the youth tax. He's what 18. Him and Ahmad, I'll give them both the youth tax. So it's great. It's all right. So Malasia, as I said, probably he might come back for preseason and go on. So I'm not bothered. I'm hoping Dogo, this will be his first full season because he came in January. And I'm hoping that this 6 months that he came in for, he was 50-50. So I'm hoping he'll have a better season next season. You know how quite a number of players came in January and United, and the first 6 months of shit. That halfway through the season, they were horrible. So I'm hoping they do come or he does. Him and Heaven did slightly better than him, but still I see room for improvement for both of them. Actually, it, last let's finish this and we'll talk about last season's transfers because they they did better than even the youth. Like, look at Harry and Massa and Tyler Fredrickson. I think Tyler Fredrickson played like the entire season. He must have played a total of 10 minutes, or not even up to 10 minutes, maybe 15 at most. But Harry and Mas, shout out to him because I was re-watching some clips and I was like, wow, like I don't know whether it's our hopes on the floor or we were thinking or our expectations were way on the floor, but they did he did better than I expected. But then again, United Academy, if you come out of the United Academy, I presume and I expect you to be on a certain level because we have had some players come out of the academy over the past 30, 40 years. We've had players who have gone on to do great things in other leagues. Even if they played in the lower leagues, they've been good. So I mean, I can't complain. Uh, Midfield. Ericsson's gone. Oh, I forgot to say shout out to Lindelof and Johnny Evans. They've left. Johnny Evans has retired. I think Lindelof. I don't. He's a free agent now. So is Christian Eriksen, who is also a free agent. So they've gone. Shout out. To be fair, Christian Eriksen, his years, he's done well, especially after what he went through. I think was it before Brentford or something like that? It was crazy. And you know what? He's scored some great goals, given some great assists, and we had a little bit of trust in him. So I mean, we're gonna need to replace him in the midfield because with him gone, we have one, two, three, four, five, six. I know, guys. StreamYard is playing with my heart. Dango is probably going to go out on loan again. Um, Now we go to the forwards. We do need to beef up. I was saying we do need to beef up our midfield because it's scary. Um, Now with our forwards, let's be honest. We basically have Rasmus, Joshua, Ahmad. There's an asterisk on Garnacho. Chido basically has played. I won't lie. Chido has had more shots on target than Rasmus, I think, honestly. And of course, our new signing Matthias Cunha, which I thought I saw when they signed him, they were gonna give him the number 10, but I don't know whether that's actually true. So I feel like they're gonna probably announce that after they've taken Marcus Rashford away. Sorry. Um, Ethan Wheatley, he has played for us before. I think he was 250th academy to play today. One minute, guys. Yeah, I feel like this internet. I'm gonna just speed through this and then Ethan Wheatley. Yeah, Guys are back. Can you hear me? Can everyone hear me? Let's just say StreamYard and my internet provider together, they're not. They just decided to play games with me. My God. Well, welcome to the first time it's happened to me. There's a first time for everything, guys. And before I put myself on mute, I was talking. No, like sorry, after I put myself on mute, I was just yappity yappity yapping, just talking. It wasn't until Riri and Javis said, "Is the sound gone?" that I realized I was talking to myself. And I mainly put myself on mute because my cousin is on the stairs. I don't know what she's doing, going up and down like a mad woman. So after this, and she knows I was going live. You know what? Again, I'm getting distracted. I'm not gonna get myself distracted. Wow, wow. Oh, this is the first time for everything, and this is too funny. This is too funny, guys. Anyway, as I was saying, you know what? Let's wrap this up, guys. Let's go back to our fixtures. Let's see. Let me see if I can reload this and we can see the first week. Since we've seen what United looks like, we're going to look at the first week, maybe first 2 weeks, and see what everybody else's thing. I know Javid, and you, bless you. Thank you guys for waiting, being patient with me. Because me, oh, it's a, it's a work in progress. We're all works in progress. Yes. Um. So to wrap up, guys, welcome to the sixth person watching. Yay! We're working up to 10 people watching at the same time. Guys, come on! Woo 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 woo! Oh my god! Again, back. Welcome, the sixth person. Like, guys, like the live, like the live. We're working to 100 subscribers. And I have a post. Side note: I have a post on my community tab. And I ask me any question you want. And when we get to 100, I will answer the questions. Two of the questions are there, and they're both asking me why I decided to become a doctor. I just decided when I was like 5 or 6 and stuck with it. That there's no plan B. Well, technically, this could be a plan B. Well, no, let me backtrack. The plan B was to become the owner of Manchester United. My mother was like, "I like how you are very ambitious, but let's be guided." Too funny. My mom, I love her. And I remember the day she told me that. I was heartbroken. But then again, you never know. I might own it, or I might own like a 2% share in it. I don't know. Anyway, back to the first week of everybody else's fixtures. So, Liverpool is playing on Friday versus Bournemouth, and I won't lie, I'm going to watch that. I said that earlier on in the stream. I'm going to watch that because I really want Javid. I, w- I wish I'm well. I'm not, but I wish I was. It's not mainly because I don't. I just wish because I feel like the culture in that is just something else, which is a different stream for another day. Javid, back to football. I'm getting distracted. Anyway, Liverpool versus Bournemouth. I'm supporting Bournemouth all the way. Mainly because, as I said, I'm kind of biased. Semenyo is a Ghana guy. I will always support any team he goes to. Villa, Newcastle. it's going to be goals galore. I fully expect each of it probably like a 3-3, or Newcastle could just beat Villa straight up. Brighton Fulham again. It could be a draw, or Brighton could beat Fulham crazily. You know, Forest Brentford. Now Javid did say earlier on Thomas Frank is gone, right? So Forest could get away with beating Brentford, but what's his name? Espirito Santo. We I fully expected him to make top 5, you know, but he dropped down to seventh, or is it eighth? Seventh, I think. So he's in Conference League, and it's so disappointing, you know, and it's a 50-50 thing. Let me just quickly double check. Yeah, seventh Conference League, which is not bad, especially for Forest because they've been in Europe, but that was a long time ago. Back in the what 60s, 70s, they won the Champions League, I think. But either way, like I wanted them to be in Champions League again. So I don't know. Sunderland, West Ham. Now that if West Ham doesn't take care, they may be uh, uh, um, Graham Potter. They may be relegated, which I have a soft spot for West Ham. I actually do like West Ham. Um, even before they had Kudus, even before uh, they have some good players, individual good players, great players. You know, they gave us Tevez. Rio Ferdinand came from there. I think at some point Frank Lampard played. Anton Ferdinand played for them. So like you know me, but Graham Potter might just uh, get them relegated, you know. And that is not a good look on him. I really feel like they should have kept David Moyes, but you know, it's let's see. Let's just wait and see. Oh, side note, I will be making predictions like after preseason. I'll make my table predictions where I think we will. I'll say underdogs of the season, dark dark horse is not the same as underdogs. Who I think would be player of the season, who I think will be team of the season, etc. I'll put who I think will get relegated, who I think like the whole prediction table thing is gonna happen. So yeah. Um so Sunderland West Ham, I think it's a 50-50. Sunderland might just beat West Ham. Maybe like a 2-1. Um Spurs Burnley. Spurs Burnley, I think, you know me, I'm a hater. I'm going to say Burnley 1-0. I want Burnley to beat Spurs. But then again, we never know. Wolves City. Again, I think City's going to beat Wolves. They've lost Cunha and they're going to get. City have done some major craziness to their squad. They've added Shirky. And oh my god, actually thinking about it, yeah, Turkey did say something about he joined City and he hasn't forgotten the fact that we beat Leon, he's not over it and etc. etc. So it's going to be some craziness. Um I will Chelsea on the Sunday, Chelsea Palace. You guys know Palace. They're in the Europa League, so I feel like that's going to ginger them to like be on top of their game. And I actually, do you know what? I actually am rooting for a lot of the people that ended eighth, the teams that ended eighth, ninth, 10th, and 11th. I'm rooting for them. Crystal Palace finished 12th, but they won the FA Cup, so they're in the Europa League. Eighth was Brighton, Bournemouth was ninth, Brentford was 10th, 11th was Fulham. We know Brentford might drop, so it's over. But Bournemouth, Brighton, and Fulham, I'm expecting a lot from them. Then for us, I think Sunday will be Super Sunday, so it will be Man United Arsenal at 4:30 GMT. It's going to be a game of craziness. So let's see. Let's see. Then the last game for game week one is going to be Leeds versus Everton. Now that will be a game because Everton will be playing it in their new stadium, and Leeds are back up, and they're gonna want to prove a point, which is mad. It's going to be a good game. I fully expect it to be either a draw or one of the teams is going to score at the last minute. You know, Everton like to do that. They like to equalize at the last minute, and or yeah. Now this game, I'm gonna end that game week two because I'm not I'm not doing the first 10 games, 10 game weeks. It'll be long, and we'll be here. We've already done 47 minutes. We'll be here for like hours and hours, and I have stuff to do. So yeah, Arsenal game week two, standout game for me. Of course, Man United Fulham. It's again, it's a win, must win. Um, Arsenal leads. I don't know. This again, hopefully, this I don't care who win that game. I actually do not care. City, Spurs. Now I know City is gonna massacre Spurs. Newcastle, Liverpool. Now last season, both home and away like games were crazy. And I think the one where Newcastle equalized at the last minute, Liverpool just flopped. If Arsenal had been more precise, they would have won the league. If they had capitalized on every time Liverpool drew or lost the game, they would have actually beaten won the title. But it's a whole shoulda, woulda, couldas, and uh, what can we do? I Let's see now. Uh, the Saturday, right? Wait, I think that's game. This one, Saturday, 30th of August is game week three. I just looked at, yeah, this is game week two, which is aside from the three games I talked. You know what? Since I scrolled down to game week three, I'll just end it there. Um, we'll do because we've already spoken at length about this craziness. Game week three. Is there anything interesting? Chelsea, Fulham. Chelsea is that team that bookie team. They can show up or not show up. You never know. Um, Chelsea, Fulham. Again, it's at Park. Stratford Park. Oh my god. Yeah. So you never know. Newcastle Leeds. I know this game is going to be a crazy. You know what? I'm actually starting to get a little bit excited about this season after seeing this. I'm like, it's going to be the the FA. The shout out to EPL because they really did a thing about doing this. If they probably put it through a computer system and did should put it in, but either way, they did what they had to do. Because I'm excited about this Leeds Newcastle. I want to see. I want to watch it. I know the times will change, but this is like a mock up. Liverpool Arsenal. Now, depending on whether Arsenal get a striker or not, um, yeah, we'll see. And it will be Arne Slot's second season. We'll see. We'll see how he takes it. United Burnley, as I said before, Burnley we played them before. The last time we played them, I was highly disappointed. Uh Evans had a goal disallowed, but he gave it fantastic. That was a game like I think the game of games he had. It was amazing. Um Nottingham Forest, West Ham. Again, Espirito Santo, I love him. If he does what he's supposed to do, he'll beat West Ham. Graham Potter needs to get his shit together. He does, because anything can happen. Uh, Spurs Bournemouth. I fully expect Bournemouth to beat Spurs again. Like Sunderland Brentford. Now I didn't say this earlier on, but Sunderland have lost Joe Job Bellingham, he's gone to Dortmund. Can they get people to replace him? But I didn't fully watch their playoff game, but it was good. It was all right. They won in the last like 10 minutes or something like that, and it was good. It was good. I liked it. So let's see. I really want at least one or two of the teams that come up to stay out. You know what I mean? So anyway, guys, it's been 52 minutes, and we have talked about a lot. And I just want to tell you guys that thank you for coming. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for talking with me. Thank you for staying to the end. Shout out to the 6 people that stayed to the end. And thank you for staying with me during my technical issues. I'm going to need you to leave a comment. Huh. Leave a since it's sunny today in London, I need you to leave a sun emoji or a yellow colored emoji in the comments. Be it a crown, a sun, yellow flower, yellow heart, yellow something in the comments. Yeah. Yes, Javed. Yellow face emoji. And also, before I go, let me just say I will try and be more consistent, at least one video weekly, be it a short or something like that. I'm also thinking of doing something like a film club. So we will be watching documentaries, football related documentaries. So there's several documentaries on the 99, the treble year 1999. Alex Ferguson has some on BBC. And so leave in the comments at the like when I end the video in the comments underneath that. I need you to leave your suggestions on what documentaries I should watch. I'm not watching anything that is not Manchester United related as of now. So right now it will be United related. But later on, once we've exhausted everything United related, I will watch everything else. I have watched the one on David Beckham on Netflix. I've watched that, so it was good. So I liked it. Ajulo Mahulo. Ajulo, please have I pronounced your name correctly? Leave a comment to tell me uh, how to pronounce your name because I want to do that correctly. Yeah, and as you guys know, I am currently where is the book? Because I am currently reading. Where's my book? Man, I can't find the book. I'm currently reading. Uh, Things fall apart. I'm currently reading Patrice Evra's book. I know it's taken me like a long time to actually finish reading it, but life, eh? It's I love this game. I think that's the the name of the book. But we when I'm done, which reminds me I have to finish it. When I'm done, I will come on here and we will talk about that shit because he has been through it in his life, and it's nice to think. It's nice to see that he still has a positive outlook in life, you know. And yeah, so guys, thank you, Riri. Oh, okay, Ajulo. Okay, perfect, Ajulo. Perfect. Thank you for coming, guys. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you when I see you. Bye.